Okay, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about some books that you might be interested in, depending on how interested you are in graphic novels, comics, that sort of thing. First one, V for Vendetta. You've probably seen the movie. If you haven't, you'll enjoy it, I'll bet. But the book is a lot different than the movie. A lot different. It can be a little bit difficult, like I said, depending on how used to reading comics you are. But it's an excellent book. Not very punk themed, but very anarchist themed. And a lot of information in there, and just a good read. It's a fantasy, of course, post-apocalypse in England. Next one, I finally got these again. This is book 2 of Tank Girl. I had these books some years ago, but then when I left home one time, I dumped all my stuff, and the books were among the stuff I left. There's 3 of the original books, and then there's a couple or 3 books afterwards, which I never found incredibly interesting. But these are a little bit risque, okay? Nudity, drug use, and things like that. So all you kiddies out there, I'd hate to hear I was a bad influence on somebody. I don't think I can handle that. So just wait till you're 18. Because there's stuff in here that you haven't seen, like naked people. Okay, next. Hopeless Savages. This one is a pirated copy that I made because I found this book at our public library, believe it or not. This is classic punk comic. Okay, I'm going to put the authors and publishing companies over in the, thing over there. But yeah, the Hopeless Savages line, really good book. If you get a chance to read it, read it. Somehow this didn't turn out to be a very long video, did it? Okay, so yeah. V for Vendetta. Good movie. Better book. Tank Girl. Crazy, wacky book. Never seen the movie. And Hopeless Savages. As far as I know, there's no other media available on Hopeless Savages. But it's so good that I took the time to scan every stinking page and made my very own copy. Okay, Hopeless Savages is cool because written back in the heyday of the punk era by a couple of freaked out weirdos, and also very interesting because it's one of the first pieces of comic literature that featured a main character who's gay. That's Twitch, their brother. And so this is getting to be a pretty dry video, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to a little bit more exciting part of today's episode. Okay, for the next segment is the survival techniques segment. But I'm going to deviate from the primitivism just a little bit, and we're going to work on striking targets. Okay? This is Bob. He's going to be my assistant for the day. Now, the idea is to know the right targets to hit somebody, to neutralize the situation. Now, these are all pretty intense techniques, not to be used for goofing around and not to be used on some schmo that calls you a bad name. This is the kind of stuff to use when someone's actually intent on hurting you. Okay? Now the first one is the solar plexus, right about here. Okay? What you want to do is find your sternum. There should be a little bump of a bone there. Right about an inch down is your solar plexus. You can't miss it because you can feel that it's a vital target when you play with it. Another good way to find it is to person's elbow straight across the solar plexus. Okay? A good swift hit of any kind to the solar plexus, right? You could use a weapon, a broom handle, or a fist to the solar plexus is going to stop the person unless they're really, really tough or armored or on drugs or something. Okay, it's going to blast the wind out of somebody. So if somebody comes at you with some traditional dork-ass roundhouse punch, you got a lot of time in there because that's a wasteful punch. You want to just step in straight to the solar plexus. And that punch, even if it hits you, is going to lose the majority of its power just because they can't breathe. Next one, speaking of breathing, is the philtrum, which is right here. Okay? Not here, right? Not here. Here. Right up at a 45-degree angle under the nose. Okay? Very dangerous. Don't play with it. Good strike into the philtrum. That's another good one, especially if somebody grabs you. You just want to step in, go right for the philtrum. And the last one we're going to go over today is the inner ear. Just like this. Strike right to the inner ear, smack style, eardrum, comes out the other side. Now, yeah, that's bad because you need your eardrum, right? You got to be able to hear. But the point behind that is your equilibrium goes down the toilet as soon as your eardrum gets busted. Even if it doesn't get busted, it just gets damaged. Whack! You hit them as hard as you're able to, boom, their equilibrium's going to be gone. And how are they supposed to do anything? It's another good one for if they grab you, pow! Right in the eardrum, inner ear. Slap it just like that with the intention of forcing the pressure, the air pressure, into the inside of their head. Okay, just like you want to know the right places to punch, you want to know how to punch correctly. First of all, making a fist. Yeah, I know you think you can make a fist, and you probably can, but do you make a good effective one? What you want to do, curl those fingers, good and tight. Your thumb stays tucked around, right? You're going to end up with something like this. Now, as you'll see, these knuckles are protruding. And that's what you want. That's your weapon. These knuckles should not hit your target. And the reason is because they're very weak. You bust somebody in the jaw, they might be out for the count, but you can break these fingers off. Right? The idea is to not get hurt, right? That's why you punch somebody, or at least it should be. You want a nice straight punch. They should always be straight. None of this crap, okay? Bar fighting, it may look tough on TV, Dukes of Hazzard and crap, okay, but very ineffective. Because you punch at me like this, you're giving me ample time to just step in and stop you. Okay? And then you just want to drive straight forward and connect. Okay, I think that's enough for you watching me punch. Okay, and when you're done, check your knuckles. There's going to be some scuff marks, probably going to be red. What you want to see, these ones should have the damage, not these ones. If you're punching incorrectly, you're going to have skin marks. For example, roundhouse punch. Okay? This part of my hand is rubbing across that bag. That's a no-no. Nice straight punches. And this had started out as a book review video, ended up more as a fighting instruction video. Now I do want to stress, I'm not a martial arts instructor. I'm not a coach of any kind. I'm not trying to train you. I just want to make sure that none of you are out there getting victimized, hurt, and that sort of thing. If you're not a pro, let's say you don't hit that solar plexus perfect, do your best. Go for that target. Stop the situation and get out. You hit him, he's all, Don't stand there and gloat, brag, crap like that. You get away. Alright, and that's all the time we have for today, so we're going to wrap it up here.